Hi there, good evening, everybody. I want to welcome you all here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show. So, we're doing a song ranking, a top 10 favorite songs from a band. The band I've chosen is Nektar. Now, when I was doing this, I almost decided not to do it because I kind of think of Nektar as an album-oriented band, and I've listened to all their music that way. And the reason I know that is because when I was trying to make this list out, I realized there was only the one album that I actually knew the song titles to, because I tend to listen to it all as one song, right? So I had to go back and break it up a bit. So we're gonna, but I'm still gonna do it. I've made my top 10. They will come from these albums, their debut, Journey to the Center of the Eye, their second album, which is Tab in the Ocean. Their third album was Sounds Like This. Their fourth album, which is Remember the Future. And the next one that I've got here is Recycled. Now, I do have 4 other Nektar albums. One I've listened to, but I didn't think any of the tracks were good enough to make this. And the other 3 are in various stages of listening to. So one of them is currently one of the albums that we're going to be using. This one is currently in my playlist. So I will give you the albums as I give you the songs. And we're going to do this the way we always do it, or I'm going to do it the way I always do it, which is my top 10 songs who will start at the bottom and work our way up to number 1, or 10th to 1st, or worst to 1st, or whatever you want to call it. And just remember that these are just my take on the songs. It doesn't mean that they're the definitive. This isn't the definitive Nektar top 10. So the first song is going to come off this album. Sounds Like This. This will be number 10. The song that we're going to be doing is called 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a fairly lengthy track. Now, exactly how long it is, it probably does not say. That will be my guess. Yeah, it's not going to give me the length, but I think it's probably around 14 or 15 minutes, I think. Unless I'm messing it up somewhere, but I don't think so. So, so this is originally a double album. I like this song, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really good. It comes on side 2 just before Do You Believe in Magic, which is a cover song, but I don't really care much for that. But this song I like a lot. Really strong. So that's my number 10. Next up is my number 9, which comes off of an album I haven't listened to for a long time. It was probably my first. It was my first album by Nektar, but I think it's their 6th studio album, which is Recycled. Kind of a weird looking cover on it too, but it does have that funny looking warrior there too. So the song I chose off of this number 9 is Recycled Part 1. So there's parts 1 and parts 2. I prefer parts 1. That's my choice. Pretty strong song. I think it's a little different than part 2. I think it's a little bit more commercially absorbable, I guess, is a good way to put it. Although I don't know that I would call it commercial at all. But this was kind of the album that had a little bit of that sound going on. So that's a song I've chosen, number 9, off of Recycle. So number 8 comes from their debut album, Journey to the Center of the Eye. This is a really strong album. Probably, I think it's arguably first, second, my favorite. It could be third. I haven't ranked the Nektar albums. I'm going to wait till I get the ball before I do it. I do like this band quite a bit. So this was released back, I believe, in 70 or 71. The song that I'm going to do off of the album first is Look Inside Yourself. This is really good, really strong song. Just, typical Nektar song, very spacey at times, really heavy too. Like, this is a heavy album, so it's a heavy song. So next up is my number 7, Good Day. This comes off of the album we just talked about. Is it my number 8? No. Oh, yeah. I got it. I count it wrong. So the last song was actually number 8. This is actually number 7. Look. So the song is called Good Day. It's off Sounds Like This, the other song that I like off this. It's the opening track. Pretty strong. I like the vocals here. It's not a heavy song by any stretch, but it gives them a chance to kind of launch the album, which I think is really well done. So I like this cover on here too quite a bit. So that's my number 7. So we're going to move on to number 6, which comes from arguably my favorite album, Tab in the Ocean. The title track, Tab in the Ocean, which opens up the album, which is the way it should be. I know I keep saying this on every video now. But it's really heavy. It's a heavy song. It's about 16 minutes or so in length. Lots of really good prog sounds here. Lots of really heavy guitar. The drums are good. The vocals are great. The guitar soloing is great. It's a great tune. So that's my number 6. So we're going to move up to number 5 now, which comes off of their debut album again. We're back to their debut album, Journey to the Center of the Eye. I know, almost like Walking Dead here going on. So this will be number 5, Dream Nebula Part 1. I like the Part 1 a little bit more than the Part 2, but I had to go back and listen to the entire song so I could determine if it was in fact Part 1 and not Part 2, because I really wasn't sure, but it is Part 1. Really strong song. Like it quite a bit. Next up is number 4, and that's going back to Tab in the Ocean here. Yep, another song off Tab in the Ocean. This is a great album cover, by the way, and the back cover quite good too. So the song here for number 4 is going to be King of Twilight. Pretty heavy tune, of course, and this was the song that also was covered by Iron Maiden. Really quite good, very strong song, as the whole album is, to be honest with you. So next up is number 3. This comes off the debut again. I know it's a bit of we're getting quite a bit from those 2 albums because they're so good, you can't pass on it. So number 3 off of this album is Death of the Mind, the final track on the album. This one's really kind of bitey. It's got a lot of heavy guitar parts, a little bit of that keyboard stuff going on again. Very strong ending to a very strong album. That's number 3. Number 2 is from this album, which we've used. This will be the only one off this album. It's hard to pick multiple songs off this album since there are basically only one track, Part 1 and Part 2 of it. I prefer Part 1, the front side, featuring Images in the Past, Wheels of Time, Remember the Future, and Confusion. Sorry, kind of getting tired here a bit. Great album cover, of course. It's another really good song. Lots of really good guitar. Vocals are good. It's got a little bit of a spacey element to it for sure. A little bit heavy, but really catchy. So that's my number 2 song, Remember the Future, Part 1. And the number 1 song, we're back to Tab in the Ocean again here. So this is one of the 2 tracks left. Crying in the Dark, I think, is a fantastic tune. I think it's my favorite song by Nektar. It's the one I always get excited when it comes on. It's really good. The whole album is quite good. I could have put Desolation Valley and Waves in there too, but I decided I would pick something from one of the other albums and left it out. But ends up with Crying in the Dark, which is the number 1 track for my ranking here today. So I'm going to give them to you all back. I won't bother with the props here. So number 1 is Crying in the Dark from Tab in the Ocean. Number 2 is Remember the Future, Part 1 from Remember the Future. Number 3 is Death of the Mind from their debut album, which is Journey to the Center of the Eye. Number 4 is King of Twilight from Tab in the Ocean. Number 5, we back to Journey to the Center of the Eye, featuring Dream Nebula Part 1. Everything's always parts with these guys. Number 6, back to Tab in the Ocean. This is the title track, Tab in the Ocean. Number 7 is Good Day from Sounds Like This. Number 8 is Look Inside Yourself, again, returning to Journey to the Center of the Eye, which is a fantastic album, absolutely. And then you have number 9, which is Recycled Part 1 from Recycled. And finally, it ends up with 1, 2, 3, 4, the last track, which comes from Sounds Like This. So it's a pretty solid mixture of these 5 albums. I know if I come back and do this in a couple of years after I've listened to all the other albums, got into them, I'm sure some of these songs will change. Nektar, difficult to do a song ranking since everything's always so tied together on every album. But regardless of that, whether they're great individual songs or great album songs, all 5 of these albums I think are top shelf song albums. Yeah, probably 3 or 4 of these are destined to be number 1 masterpieces. Maybe some of the others might be a little bit lower, maybe a 1 or a 2, but this is a strong band, one of my top 25 bands. So happy to do it tonight. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of ranking the songs of a band featuring Nektar. Please hit the like and subscribe. If you want to make any comments about my list or about the band Nektar, or you just want to pick your own favorite songs from them, you can do that as well. So we'll see you all next Wednesday night for another topic on favorites. So take care, have yourself a good evening, and goodbye.